Hi and welcome to this video which is going to explain the subject selection process for all students in years 8 to 11 at Seaview High School who are selecting their subjects for 2021. The first thing you're going to want to do is jump onto a search engine and go to www.seaviewcareerexpo.com.au. Here on this website you'll find a whole bunch of information which will be really useful for you. You'll find information regarding the SACE, ATAR, SATAC or VET courses if that's something you need more information on. It's a really good place to start. If you're interested in subject selection for 2021, you've got information here about each of the subject offerings for each of the learning areas here at Seaview. We've also got information about the subject selection website and the subject selection interviews that students in years 10 and 11 will be undergoing as well. If you're wanting to find out a little bit more about the universities, you'll go to this tertiary pathways one. We've got Adelaide Uni, the Defence Forces, Flinders Uni, Tabor, TAFE, Torrens University and UniSA, who have all got lots of information and videos here that you can have a look at. There's also an opportunity if you want to go there to actually contact the universities as well. And also on Wednesday the 19th of August there will be the Career Expo which will be all online, and you'll have an opportunity to hear from each of the different universities and chat to them in a live webinar. There'll be more information coming about that later, but I really recommend you put the 19th of August from 5 till 7:30 p.m. As something that you want to really go to. So in the past, what you've done is you have selected your subjects through the online portal, and then we've put them together into a timetable for you and given it to you just before the end of the year. Well, this year it's a little bit different. What you're going to want to do firstly is use in Care Group the subject preference form for 2021 that you've been given. Now I'm looking here at the one which is for students going into years 11 to year 12, but you just need to make sure you've got the one that's for your right year level. On this form, you'll find each of the subjects that are offered for next year, and you'll find some information around what you need to do and some initial preliminary entries that you can do as well. You're going to use this form to then go to the online selection portal which will open on Monday of week 5, and you're going to enter your initial subject preferences. Now notice I'm saying preferences, not selections, because what you're first going to do is go to your email, okay, and you're going to have an email sent to you from Web Preferences. It's going to be called your Web Preferences Access Guide, and you're going to be looking at the one which is your 2021 Subject Preferences Access Guide. These will come out to you on Monday of week 5. What you're going to do is you're going to open Web Preferences here, alright, and that will automatically take you through to the Web Preferences site and log you in using your username and password automatically. So it's really important that you keep that email safe. If you forget it, you can use the username and password when you go to selectmysubjects.com.au and enter them in. But here you can see I've got dummy student who's going into year 12 next year. And what we're going to do is you're going to go through and have a look at add new preferences. Now when we're doing this is different from what you've done in the past. In the past you would just select the subjects that you wanted to do. Here you're indicating the subjects that you want to do, and there is an important difference there. What that means is we're going to take these preferences that you enter in. So here you're going to have a preference to do any subjects that you want, okay? You can put them in. And what we're going to do is take these preferences that you have entered, and we are going to then build the line structure. Now the line structure looks a bit like this. So what that means is we're going to have a look at all the student preferences that you've entered. We're going to have a look at what classes you want to do, how many classes of it that we need to add, and we're going to try and build a timetable that minimizes the number of clashes. That means that hopefully everyone's going to be able to do as much as they want in terms of the subjects for 2021. We obviously need to take into account some of the restrictions we've got in terms of the number of teachers that can offer certain subjects and the number of rooms that can offer subjects as well. But as much as possible, we will try and build a timetable based upon your preferences. And then on Monday following that in week 7, we're going to open up the portal again for you to actually go and select your subjects. So what that's going to look like is in your email, you're going to get a second subject one, but this one is now the subject selection from lines access guide. So again, you're going to go to Web Preferences, and you'll notice it will look a little bit different this time. So instead of just saying which subjects you'd like to do, you're now actually going to choose the subjects that you want to do for 2021. So here, when you add new preferences, you will now see that instead of having your preferences, you are now going to have lines. So on line 1, these are the subjects which you can choose from on line 1. And so this, hopefully there will be a subject here that you want to do because you will have nominated which subjects you want to do, and hopefully because of the we're trying to minimize clashes, you'll be able to choose a subject from this line. So you're going to choose one of these subjects that you want to do, and you're also going to pick a reserve just in case not enough students select that subject for it to run next year. You've got something else that you can choose as well. So that's going to be a slightly different process from before. Now this is really, really beneficial to you because you're actually going to know what combination of subjects you can do. Instead of having to wait for the end of the year and wondering when your timetable comes out if you've got a subject or not, you're going to be able to see, okay, yes, I can do dance and visual art together. Yes, I can do math methods and physics together. You're going to be able to see that from choosing these lines already before you actually even get your timetable. So it's going to maximize your opportunities and going to take a lot of the stress and guessing work out of your timetable. Once you've done and submitted all of these, we will then go ahead and put together your timetables, and you will get them as usual just before the end of the year.
Yeah!